Assalamualaikum and hello everyone. Welcome to our first lesson for Form 3 with me, Miss Nurul Umi Syuhada. So hopefully we will be able to understand everything together, and if there's anything that you don't understand, you can always come to me and ask for clarifications. Okay? Hai semua, saya Miss Nurul Umi Syuhada. Selamat datang ke pembelajaran bahasa Inggeris kita online yang pertama. So, semoga kita dapat belajar dengan sebaiknya, dan jika kamu ada apa-apa soalan, boleh tanya teacher bila-bila masa je, and I'll respond to you bila-bila masa je. Okay, now let's check out the first slide for this topic. Now, look at the title and let me know what you think it means. Now, where is the title for this one? It's right here. Okay, the title is Family Ties. Dia cakap, tengok tajuk lesson ni dan bagi tahu teacher, number 1, apa yang kamu rasa dia maksudkan? Family Ties. Apa yang kamu faham daripada tajuk tu? Nanti kamu tulis jawapan kamu kat bawah. Bukan bawah dekat komen, dekat kertas kamu sendiri. As you all know, we are yet to buy any books, any reference book or whatsoever, but we do have the online resources. And as for the note taking, I would advise you to use papers and put it in a folder which can be included with other subjects as well. So sebab kita tak ada buku, so teacher nasihatkan kamu pakai paper lah untuk tulis apa-apa yang kamu sudah belajar, and masukkan dalam satu folder, and then boleh include subjek lain juga dalam folder tu. Alright, and then number 2, what are the other words related to the word ties? Okay, dekat tajuk tu ada 2 perkataan, family dengan ties. So what do you think the word ties mean, and apa perkataan-perkataan lain yang boleh you kaitkan dengan perkataan ties? Okay, teacher tak translate sebab you are free to use dictionaries if you have any. Kamu boleh pakai dictionary, kamu boleh pakai Google Translate. You can also use the synonym search in your Microsoft Word if you want to. Okay, kamu boleh guna apa-apa saja medium yang boleh tolong kamu untuk cari maksud perkataan tu. Okay, now number 3, tell about a relation that you have a strong bond with and another that you don't get on so well. Okay, there's slight error here. Okay, sebenarnya dia cakap tell about a relation that you have a strong bond with. Maksud dia, soalan ketiga, kamu kena bagi tahu tentang hubungan yang kamu ada ikatan yang kuat. Okay, hubungan yang kamu ada ikatan yang kuat, strong bond, maknanya macam mother and child, and father and mother, and a husband and wife, or siblings. Okay, itu yang pertama. Yang kedua, kamu kena bagi tahu hubungan yang kamu tak berapa rapat. Maybe your family cat, rumah kamu ada kucing, and you're not that close to the cat because the cat prefers to be with someone else apart from you. Yeah. Okay, now let's check out the next slide. Ini ialah macam mana rupa nota dalam kertas kamu. Okay, kamu tak perlu lukis macam ni. This is enough. Okay, this is what you should write on your paper. Yang ini tak perlu salin. Okay, ini ialah reference kamu, rujukan kamu. So number 1, family ties means, kamu tulis kat sini apa jawapan kamu. A wonderful relationship. Kalau tu jawapan kamu lah. Okay, so kamu tulis kat sini. Now, number 2, the other words that are related to the word ties are, okay, kalau nak pakai synonym, right click dekat sini, look up ties. You boleh cari dekat dictionary lah. Okay, so boleh cari kat sini apa maksud yang sama. Okay, now kalau dekat Microsoft Word, kamu boleh right click juga, nanti ada keluar option synonym. Now, kalau dekat sini kamu rasa ties tu ada kaitan dengan pakaian, masukkan situ pakaian. Dengan fish, you think it's related to the fish, write it down. And if you think it's related to my brother, write it down. Okay, any answers are acceptable, right? So if you think those are the answers, write it down Tapi kamu tak boleh tiru jawapan yang teacher bagi kerana itu adalah contoh dan ianya sangat salah. Okay, soalan yang ketiga. A relation that I have a strong bond with. Okay, we're here ya. A relation that I have a strong bond with is hubungan yang saya sangat rapat ialah dengan my partner. Okay, pasangan saya. Kalau itu jawapan kamu, tulis my partner. Kat sini mesti comma because ini huruf kecil. And another that I don't get on so well with is, dan lagi satu hubungan yang saya tak berapa nak okay is with my plants. Ialah tumbuhan-tumbuhan yang saya ada, because my plants keep on dying on me. Okay, so you tulis dekat situ jawapan you sendiri. Alright, ini ialah contoh. You cannot copy it. I hope that's clear. Itu task number 1. Okay, I forgot to include. Tulis macam ni lah. 1. Alright, so ini macam mana you tulisan buku. Okay, dekat kertas kamu, bukan buku, I'm sorry. Now let's check out the next slide. Okay, dekat sini you ada tugasan reading, family ties. If you click on the link for your online textbook, then you can see this on page 6 if I'm not mistaken, but you can check it out after this. Family ties. So for this section, kamu akan membaca, obviously the title is reading A, and you have 3 tasks to be completed on this section. A is you are to list as many words for family members that you can think of. Okay, tapi ada masa dia. Kamu kena tulis seberapa banyak perkataan yang berkaitan dengan ahli keluarga yang kamu boleh fikirkan. Tulis sebanyak yang kamu boleh dalam masa 1 minit sahaja. Try to be honest and challenge yourself. Give yourself 1 minute and only 1 minute and list out as many words related for family members that you can think of. Okay, only 1 minute, right? Kalau dapat 1 je, 2 je, and that is perfectly fine. Tak apa. Okay, now task number 2, B. How can you learn about your family's past? Write down the different ways in your notebook. Then quickly read the text. Are your answers the same? Dia cakap, macam mana cara kamu boleh belajar tentang latar belakang keluarga kamu? Masa lepas, masa lampau. How do you learn about your family's past? Kamu cuba tulis sekarang cara yang kamu boleh pakai untuk belajar tentang salah silah keluarga ataupun pasal keluarga kamu yang dulu, yang kamu tak pernah jumpa, or your great grandparents or your grandparents itself. Okay, then quickly read the text. Are your answers the same? Dia cakap lepas tu baca teks yang diberikan. Teks mana? If you look at the textbook, this is actually only half of the page. The other half is in the next slide. Alright, we'll check it out together. Now, the third task is C. Kita akan buat ni nanti dekat slide sini. Slide number 7. Okay, now let's check out the A and B task and how you need to write it down on your paper. Now, number 1, I forgot to include task 2. Hello. Okay, you can write down task 2 here. Oh my god, this is so annoying. Okay, I'm just gonna move it down here. Include text, drag here. Okay, task 2. Just write it down real quick. Okay. I'll increase the size for you a little bit. Alright, task 2. List of words for family members that I know. So you tulis kat sini. Great grandparents. Third cousin. Third cousin. Okay, you tulis kat situ apa yang you tahu saja. Right, boleh Google tak? Of course, but I'll ask you what it means. Boleh je Google. Alright, now the different ways I can learn about my family members. Question number 2, cara yang berbeza saya boleh belajar tentang ahli keluarga saya. You rasa macam mana? Boleh je letak contoh using the by tanya parents you, asking my parents. So you have to put the word by asking my parents. Itu contoh yang pertama. Or you can also ask your grandparents or great grandparents about it yourself. Okay, up to you. What you think is possible. Now, itu ialah yang kamu tahu sendiri. Let's check out the next slide. Read the text about family history. So we are going to read this together. Okay, meet the ancestors. Ancestors ni apa? Cari dalam kamus and tulis nanti. What makes you who you are? Part of the answer is in your family's past. Become a detective and find clues to your family history. Okay? Meet the ancestors. Jumpa waris-waris kamu. Apa yang menjadikan kamu diri kamu? So what makes you who you are? For example, what makes us someone who has a fair skin? Apa yang membuatkan kita ada kulit yang cerah? Apa yang membuatkan kita ada badan yang tinggi? And apa yang membuatkan kita seorang yang pandai? Okay, part of the answer is in your family's past. Ada jawapan-jawapan ni dalam sejarah keluarga kamu. Become a detective and find clues to your family history. Now, let's become a detective. Maksud dia jadi seorang detektif. It's like a police. You know, you nak cari maklumat and find clues to your family history. Dan cari petunjuk kepada sejarah keluarga kamu. Now, jom kita tengok isi kandungan dia. Now, when you look in the mirror, do you see your father smile? Maybe you take after your mother or look like a grandparent. Bila kamu tengok dalam cermin, kamu nampak tak senyuman kamu macam senyuman ayah kamu? Maybe kamu dapat senyuman tu atau rupa itu daripada moyang kamu, great grandparent. That's because of DNA. Itu disebabkan oleh DNA. Our DNA contains genes that make each person in the world different. DNA mengandungi genes yang menjadikan setiap orang di dunia ini berbeza. No two people look, think or act the same. Tak ada dua orang yang akan muka sebiji berfikir atau bertindak dengan cara yang sama. Okay, walaupun you jumpa orang tu muka dia macam you, tapi mesti ada beza sikit. And even if you look alike, the way you think might be different and the way you act towards something might be different. Walaupun muka katakanlah muka Mirza dekat kelas Intan lebih kurang dengan muka Mirza dekat kelas Mutiara. Okay, adakah ia bermaksud cara mereka berfikir sama? Tidak. Rupa mereka? No. Okay, so we pass down our genes through generations. Kita pass down maknanya bagi bagi ke? Pass down our genes to generation. Genes ni dibagi menerusi generasi. Maknanya your mom is a very beautiful lady and then she has your sister and your sister becomes a very beautiful woman herself. Contohnya mak kamu seorang wanita yang sangat cantik dan dia bagi kepada anak perempuan dia, kakak kamu. Kakak kamu membesar menjadi seorang wanita yang sangat anggun. Itu dia diberi kepada generasi ke generasi. Scientists can test your DNA to find out which part of the world your ancestors were from. Scientists, ahli-ahli saintis boleh test DNA kamu untuk cari sebenarnya waris-waris kamu, keturunan kamu berasal daripada mana. Maybe kita rasa kita dari Malaysia, dari Johor. Mestilah asal Johor kan. Not necessarily. Your ancestors might come from Indonesia or Singapore or Thailand or Laos or Vietnam. There could be various of sources that your ancestors would come from. Yeah. Okay, let's continue with number 2. Your family's history may be a mystery to you, but there's a way to find out about it. So, sejarah keluarga kamu ni maybe satu misteri buat kamu. You tak tahu macam mana. I tak tahu betul ke I ni sebenarnya ada darah India. Tapi sekarang ni kita ada cara untuk kita dapat tahu. It's called genealogy. Okay, genealogy, and it's the study of the people you are related to. Maksud dia, a genealogy ni dia ialah satu bidang yang mengkaji orang-orang yang you berkait. Maknanya orang-orang yang ada kaitan dengan you. Okay, dari segi gene, maknanya it could be your relatives, yeah. Now, genealogy helps you put together your family history. Genealogy boleh bantu kamu satukan, cari pasal sejarah keluarga kamu. It starts with the relatives you know. Ianya bermula dengan saudara mara yang kamu tahu ataupun saudara mara yang kamu kenal, seperti such as parents and grandparents. And then you can learn about ancestors who lived and died before you were born. Dan kamu juga boleh belajar mengenai waris-waris kamu yang telah hidup ataupun telah meninggal dunia sebelum kamu lahir. For example, your mother always talks about your great grandparents' recipe. It's one of the best recipes in the world. Like no one could ever create anything even close to it. So mak kamu selalu cakap pasal moyang kamu yang pandai sangat masak ni. Tapi resepi dia ni sangat sedap, tak ada orang boleh tiru. So dia pernah hidup and dah meninggal pun sebelum kamu lahir. Now, genealogy can help you with that. So they can look for it, like where your grandparents are from and all the history that's related to your family. Okay, now kamu dah belajar baca macam mana, sebutan macam mana. I hope that you can pronounce it. Remember, genealogy, ancestors, relatives. Alright, itu semua perkataan yang kita kena biasakan lah untuk chapter ni. Now, let's go to our last task. Match the headings below with the correct sections in the text. Now, nampak tak dekat atas tu? Write this on your paper. Tulis ni dekat kertas kamu. Tulis yang warna biru tu, match the headings below with the correct sections in the text. Now, dia nak suruh kamu padankan. Ini your turn, dalam kurungan kamu tulis nombor 1 ke nombor 2. Okay, dekat sini. Nampak tak? Lagi sekali, nombor 1 atau nombor 2. Masukkan. What is genealogy? Dekat section mana yang dia ajar pasal genealogy? First section or second section? Now, research and records. Which sections spoke about this? Section 1 or section 2? You tulis nombor sahaja dalam kurungan tu. Alright? Now, this is one last task. I know, teacher cakap yang ni last task, but nah. This is your second last task, but this one is your actual last task. Okay? Please list all the new words that you have learned today. Tolong senaraikan semua perkataan baru yang kamu belajar hari ini. Contohlah, kamu hari ini belajar perkataan family. So, kamu tulis dekat situ. Tapi, teacher nak tengok maksud keluarga. Now, tulis dekat situ, keluarga. If you don't want to say anything in bahasa, that's alright. You can just go ahead and cari maksud dia dekat sini. Family, a group of one or more parents and their children living together as a unit. So, boleh tulis kat sini. More parents, sambung sampai habis. Okay, tu kalau nak pakai yang bahasa Inggeris lah. Kalau nak pakai bahasa Melayu atau bahasa Mandarin atau bahasa Tamil, you are more than welcome. Just make sure that you write it down, okay? Now, and that is it for our lesson today. Thank you so much for watching this video, and please submit your task within this week, okay? I will not entertain anything when it's already Sunday next week. Thank you everyone. Have a wonderful lesson. Bye-bye.